let's talk about scoreboards, ladies and gentlemen. A year or so ago, I did a version of this where I went through the tier list and had a scoreboard. A tier list going. It has changed with the new one out, and we're going to be ranking this and seeing if it's somewhat similar to my old one. This is purely based off aesthetic. It's based off nostalgia. There'll be different people who have watched different eras of football. The youth would probably hate the old school scoreboards. The old people, elderly, would like the old school scoreboards. I have been used to all of these scoreboards, and there's some that I genuinely despise, some that I love, and some that I think are okay. First of all, we're starting off with this scoreboard. I believe this may be, it's no, it's not grand, is it grand finals? There's a lot of grand finals in these. In fact, they're mostly all grand finals, some really rogue ones that aren't. Okay, whatever. This scoreboard, if it is the grand final, is from 2018. It's clean, it's nice, it's relatively elongated, it does the job. I like the logos there. I think the logos, I'm a big fan of the logos. I just like the logos. So this is a contender, and it might be the best, but we will reorder this list, towards the latter end of the video. This would have been from 2014 when the Swans got absolutely demolished in the grand final. I don't mind it. It is much the same as this scoreboard here. However, the difference is there's no logo, and I prefer the logo there if I'm being honest. For me, these are nostalgia. These are full nostalgia for me. These are the grand finals where Geelong were winning, where St Kilda and Collingwood were challenging, Collingwood were winning as well. These were the real old school classics. These were when Richmond were awful. So I have a lot of memories from this scoreboard. I much prefer this one. We'll put this as a contender for now and move on to this Sydney West Coast. This would have been one of the 05 or 06. Either one of those grand finals. I don't really like it. I was slightly too young, would have been like 5 or something watching those games, those grand finals, 4 or 5. So it wasn't really my time to be analysing scoreboards in that age. Neither was this. This would have been from the 2003 grand final? No, 4. Yeah, 2004 grand final. Am I a fan of this? No, this is bad as well. In fact, this could be shocking. The color's gross. This just looks bad because it's blurry, but I think this one's a lot worse. This scoreboard is a really interesting one. It's translucent. It's literally fucking clear. It's confusing. Do I like it? I think I don't like it. I do not like it. This is okay. The reason it's okay is because it's obviously really old and tacky, but it's like quite old school. Like it looks like sort of a casino type vibe, if that makes sense. It's an okay, indifferent, happy with that. This scoreboard, I don't like how skinny it is. I like how everything else is blocked out. So that's a shocking one for me. The yellow, we haven't seen yellow. In fact, yellow is the only part of any of these scoreboards is in this one. You know what it looks like? It looks quite pre-season-esque, unrefined, and shocking. This scoreboard, now ignore the fact it's blurry, but this would have been from 12, 13, maybe 14, something like that. I like the logos, so it has to be, up there, but it's not a rectangle. It's fucking thin line the whole time. So we'll balance it out to being okay / indifferent. Showdown scoreboard. I love this scoreboard. This could go in the best. I like the flags in there. Different type of, not the logo, but the actual team's flag, which I think is really cool. I'm a big fan of it. Even though it is a rectangle, it's not as long as this one here, or as long as this one here, or maybe it is, no, it is as long. Okay, for that reason, we'll put it in contender maybe. I don't like this. I just think, this one just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like the lack of logos. They've tried something by making the color of the flag with the actual writing of the team, but it still doesn't work. Like, what do you do for Adelaide? They've got 3 colors. St Kilda have 3 colors. Where's the white? For example, the Dogs, 3 colors as well. This color, I'm actually not sure where this one is from. Is it from relatively recently? I think this is the most recent one, or maybe this is. I'm not entirely. The ones that are recent, I always get quite confused which is what. So let's just talk about which ones are good. This, clean, simple, logos, rectangle. Also, the reason I love this one in the best, this one here, Collingwood Geelong, is the time on, red time, whatever that was fucking sick. This scoreboard, love it. It's nice, it's big font for blind people like me. It's very good. This one, however, this Geelong Carlton one is not so good. Once again, they've tried a little bit like this scoreboard with the similar fonts. It is rectangle, which is better. However, it's all very one colory. They need some spice over here. So it's arguably worse than this. This is worse because it's a rectangle, but this is worse because it's just got nothing really going for it. And this final scoreboard, an Essendon West Coast scoreboard, I assume this one of the most recent ones. When I watch football now, I don't really visualize what's the scoreboard. I think it is this one. I'm pretty sure, but it might not be. Am I a fan of it? It's different. Like the circles, we've not really seen. We've seen something similar with the flags here, like cutting out some of the actual flag itself, like the triangle. The circle this time, I think it works. It works. It's got a really nice hue around it, like a vibrant shine around it. If you look really closely there, which I think is a nice little touch. I think it's very modern, it's very simple. Font, clean, precise. There's not much else you can really ask. Like, it is the same as this scoreboard, just above here, but with logos and with some spice to it. So it's definitely better than that. Is it better than these scoreboards? I think this is up there. It's up there. And now that this tier list is done, let's refine it really quick. So how about let's have at least 3 in every category, which means all we gotta do is move one of these from the contenders to the best category. It's not going to be this one. I like it, but I think there are better scoreboards. It's one of these 3. This one's cool, really cool, but it's better. It's one of these 2 that should go into the best category. This is nostalgia. This is like modern and clean. I'm going to go with the modern and clean one just because look at that. I mean, look at the fucking shine on that shit. That's fucking gorgeous. That's fucking gorgeous, mate. What more do you want in life? Okay, well that's a different sort of video. Yeah, I don't really do these tier lists that much anymore, but I've done it again. So let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. Follow the TikTok FTFooty and stay tuned for more really unserious and pointless tier lists like this one.